Tony, first and foremost, we see the 2-year-old that had been the centre of a lot of discussion come out, Kufu. What can you tell us about the defection today?
Yeah, look, we did our pre-race trot-ups yesterday afternoon, and he was just slightly off behind Aiden. We had him thoroughly checked out this morning, and it's just a minor hamstring strain. So obviously couldn't run today, but it's nothing major, and he'll be back in full work and probably back at the races in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, I know there was a lot of interest around him. When will we see him next? Have you picked out a race that might sort of fit in with his recovery time?
Unfortunately, it's probably a little lack of 2-year-old races now for a couple of weeks after quite a few lately. So, look, possibly just going to wait till Boxing Day, and he could head back to Ellerslie for the 2-year-old race there on Boxing Day.
Okay, good as gold. We saw a lot of money come from him, and bookmakers reacting to the money coming for him today, Tony, by shortening him from 14s into 10s in that Karaka Million market. It's going to be a little bit trickier getting him there now, but what are your thoughts on the $10?
Look, he's an extremely talented horse. Obviously, the early markets are always very hard, especially with 2-year-olds. A lot can go wrong between then and now. So, look, if he gets to the race, I'd say he's going to be a big chance. But, look, backing 2-year-olds this far out from a race like that, probably you're going to lose more than you win. Okay,
when we do see him again, it might not be on a day where we can talk to you prior. How highly do you rate him?
Look, he's clearly one of the best 2-year-olds I've probably had, just on ability, not natural 2-year-old, but he's a horse who's pretty much untapped, and at some stage I'd say within the next 12 to 18 months he's going to win a pretty good race somewhere.
Okay, liking that. Let's get on to the runners you do take to Ellerslie. Tony, you've got 3 remaining in. The first of those being in race 4 with Miss Tumut, and a horse who comes into this third up, should be fitted for those first couple. What have you made of the lead-up form?
Yeah, look, obviously a natural staying there. Her first 2 runs, probably just to get some mileage under her belt. Her run at Tierra was probably quite good. She came through on the slower part of the inside track there and probably just peaked on a run over the final stages. So third up and up to the 2100 metres will suit. Would have probably preferred a little bit more cut out of the track than we've got today, but she's probably due to find some form now that she's up and track.
She hasn't been winning for getting close to 2 years. How confident are you can turn that round today?
Yeah, look, she's a mare that's got ability. She's had her soundness issues. Even since we got her, she's had some fetlock chips out over the years. And look, it's been a long, slow process with her, but we've brought her up nice and slowly. And she's definitely got the ability to get back into the winner's circle. If it's not today, then hopefully we can pick up a win pretty short notice.
Okay, let's move you on to race 5 and another of the Stella Artois 1500 metre championship qualifiers. This one over the 1200 metres where you produce Walking By, second up, and back in grade as well, Tony. You were only 5.5 lengths away from Melt last time out, and a horse who really does like Ellerslie. Yeah, she loves Ellerslie, and look, her fresh up run was very good. It was difficult from the outside barrier. We told Ashton to be a bit negative. She went back to last, and it was an extremely slowly run race as it turned out. And look, she's made up good ground late. Probably couldn't have finished much closer with the sectionals of the race. So, in hindsight, we probably should have gone forward after she jumped well, but. Look, second up, she's going to strip a lot fitter. She has got that good record around Ellerslie, and if she can get a good trip from a tricky gate in gate 8, she's always a genuine each-way chance and normally at good odds. There maps to be a little bit more pressure in today's race, Tony, even though you are back in grade. How will you play it tactically?
Yeah, there does look to be plenty of speed on paper. Some of these Ellerslie races are funny races. It tends to map that way, but in reality they often they pull up once they hit the first corner. But yeah, probably gate 8, I'm just going to have to very much leave it up to her. It would be nice if she could just find some cover, probably in a midfield position somewhere.
Okay, let's move you on to the first of the features today and your last of your runners in the listed Trevor Eagle Memorial. And Tell All at 320 and 150 looks to be a really progressive horse. Goes around in those Rangipo colours of John and Margaret Thompson. And 2 wins back have both been really encouraging. What have you made of his progress, Tony?
He's just a very professional racehorse, Odin. He's a great horse to have anything to do with around the stables, and he's the true professional race day as well. He jumped and went forward from a wide gate last time and relaxed as soon as he got outside the leader. So, yeah, like he is, you say, a progressive 3-year-old. There's obviously a lot of probably undisclosed form, just how good some of these 3-year-olds are that are coming off their maiden wins will be interesting today. And we'll probably get a bit of a clearer picture of some of the better 3-year-olds heading into the Guineas races and potentially through to the Derby. After the next couple of weeks of 3-year-old racing at Ellerslie.
Okay, you're talking Derby. Obviously today is at 1,500 metres, and he's gone from 13 to 14 with wins and steps up that extra 100 metres today. First of all, what about today's distance, and then about getting forward to 2,400 metres?
Yeah, look, he's an Australian bred horse and probably on paper not bred to get a mile and a half. But, because of his professionalism and his attitude, he relaxes so well in this race. So I think he probably will get the trip, especially as a 3-year-old. And, obviously we're going to find out over the coming weeks as well. I don't think the 1,500 today is going to hold any fears, and he's obviously drawn a better gate today to get a pretty soft trip. So, look, just how far he gets up in trip, we'll just have to wait and see. But, look, at this early stage, we're hoping that, he can be a Derby chance heading into March.
As you said, there's a lot of undisclosed form, or a lot of form that we just don't know, just where these horses' levels are just yet. What do you expect from Tell-All in the context of today's field, Tony?
Look, it's always very hard to go off a maiden win and head to Ellerslie and beat the older horses in a rating 65 race at your next start, and he did it pretty comprehensively. So, I'm saying that he's potentially up there with the more progressive 3-year-olds, and from that gate, barring bad luck, I'll be disappointed if he's not going close to winning.
Okay, just the 3 runners, and Tell-All's obviously the form one of those 3. Is he the pick of your trio at Ellerslie today?
Yeah, look, on exposed form, definitely it'd have to be. Look, walking by is always a nice each-way chance at big odds.
Okay, especially at Ellerslie. Appreciate your time, Tony, and make that recovery swift on Kufu. I think everyone wants to see him at the races on what we've seen at the trials so far.